The story starts with our kitchen. We have about 17 people. We cook together, we hang out together, and it's just an awesome community I'm very fortunate to be a part of. And one of the members of our kitchen had a friend stay over for a couple days. Last Sunday, we were told that this friend had tested positive for COVID-19. So as a kitchen, we decided to self-isolate. This meant that we would stay in our building. We had groceries delivered, we took classes from home, and we would go to the kitchen only to cook with our masks on, and we decided against using the lounge as a place to hang out. We were just avoiding unnecessary contact as much as possible. I mean, it wasn't ideal, but I think we managed it pretty well. The Danish health authorities recommend that anyone who's been in close contact get tested 2 times. And so I got my first test on Tuesday and my second one on Wednesday. All my Danish friends had tested negative, which is great. But since I wasn't a Danish national, I couldn't check my results through an online portal like they could. Instead, they told me that if I don't hear back within 48 hours, I can conclude that I'm negative. And so on Friday, we happily concluded that we were all negative. We awkwardly walked out of our rooms, masks off, and smiling. We played board games, watched Camp Rock together, and we did all the things that we had missed. It's these little things that I've come to appreciate more now. And this morning was like any other mornings. I made salsa and guacamole for everyone to share, and we sat around the lounge and drank coffee together. And that was when I got the phone call. They told me that I tested positive for coronavirus. I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it, and I probably spent the first 5 minutes of that phone call not really understanding what they had just told me. It also had been more than 48 hours since I got my last test, so in my mind, there was no chance of me testing positive for COVID. But the difficult truth was that I did have the coronavirus. I hung up the call and just cried in front of my friends. I felt absolutely terrible knowing that this test result would make them go through another period of isolation. I felt like I had deprived them of their long-awaited freedom, and I was afraid they would resent me for it. You know, it's easy to be hard on myself for this, and to a certain extent I am, but I have to remember that I did follow all the guidelines and acted responsibly. So I'm gonna try to be optimistic about it. I am lucky to not have any symptoms. I'm lucky to be able to continue my education online, and I'm extremely lucky to have friends who can take care of me. The only symptom I have so far is just mild anxiety. No physical symptoms yet. I can just hope that I stay symptom-free and try to make the most out of this situation. The whole kitchen has just been so supportive. We hang out on Discord, we watch movies together, TV shows, and we knit together too. Special shout out to Line, Mona, Casper, and Dimitri for being awesome friends and making food for me. Even though I came from halfway across the world, you guys made me feel at home and taken care of. From the bottom of my heart, thanks. It means so much to me.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Lord, I like it.
Thank you. Aww. Best hummus I've ever had in my life. The fact that I have the coronavirus is just starting to feel real now. I'd never even thought that I would ever have it, but now that I do, it's pretty terrifying, to be honest. For the next couple of days, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really weird. But I'll get through it. I think I'm starting to understand why people love the concept of hygge in Denmark, and that it doesn't necessarily involve a dark room with candles and a fireplace. To me, it's the warm feeling you get when you know that there are people looking out for you. You see true character when times are tough, and I think I found my hygge here in Kampsax Kitchen 31.